This is Eradication Mini, a game in which 12 outlaws will do whatever it takes to survive. The game has two phases, the Coalition phase and the Riot phase. During the Coalition phase, players will attempt to form groups. Anyone left out of a group will enter the Riot. All players in the Riot will compete against one another in a challenge. The player who loses the challenge will be eliminated from the game. Welcome to Eradication.
Here we go. You must create.
Through the roof. Okay, sorry, go on. Sorry.
You must create one faction of 3. Access is granted to just this room. And you have 3 minutes. Time starts now.
So we're going back to this again, huh?
Yeah. So
Sticking together, or are we just trading it up this time?
I'd rather stay together.
Okay.
Weird. Well, here's my thing, because I want to ask, especially with that Final Four clarification, that actually, I feel like helps my case. I feel like Shelby and I have been in, well, I know I've been in more riots than anyone, but Shelby and I have both done pretty well in riots. And so at Final Four, if you guys do stick together, you're going to have to face us. So it's pretty much a safer option. Like, especially in the case of Debbie, because I know for a fact Lex and Jones are the duo you two. Like, I don't mean to be mean or anything, but like...
I have a couple counterpoints to that. I don't remember if it was you, so if it was not you, I apologize. Someone said that it's like, I barely hung out with you guys this round, but then there's also words that it's like, Lex and I are the duo, which, yeah, we've been like paired together like most of the time, and that's fine. But a lot of the time, the reason why we were paired together, we were hearing other people out, or Debbie was gone. We could not pair with Debbie. So like, we couldn't, like one time, we had to stay here. You guys had to stay here. I'm sorry. That's one thing, right? And then 2, why would we risk going against both of you if you both are good in competitions?
So
okay. Are you gonna go ahead, Shelby?
yeah. Lex, you were the one that said that you wanted me in that 4, and I really appreciate that. So I want to put out that, like, I think you can trust me, and I trust Logan. We haven't really screwed anyone over yet. As you've seen, Jones was more susceptible to Parker, who had been playing a very like cutthroat game. So that can only describe to me what Jones is planning on doing towards this very final few rounds. I think it's gonna be a lot more of a candid game if you stick with me and Logan, and that would be the 3 I would want to go to the end. Well, look who has more enemies on the jury. Me and Logan, we're not going to get some of those people's votes. You will sweep us, where if you go with Jones, you two have played a very similar game, and the likelihood of her getting like Parker's vote, who was the other one? Bluey? Crevice. She's going to get those two's votes. I also think you would get their votes over us too.
And the other thing, even if you can vote one of us out the next round, the other one of us is going to pick one of you to face in the riot.
You
like,
now
that's
have
a
1
guarantee.
minute.
I'm going with Debbie and Shelby. Like, Debbie, if you want to go with us, that's fine. If not, that's fine.
Wait,
but
why Debbie?
Give yourself...
We have to do Lex.
Do you want to go with Lex? That's just it. Lex
How
and
many
Jones are
girls?
tight.
How many people
like-
are in this faction? I'm sorry, I forgot.
3.
It's a 3-people faction? Okay.
Debbie, if you want to go with us or not, that's fine.
Lex, please, you, because I'm gonna lose this. Logan's a beast, and I do though, and I think that you, me, and him, that's what I'm going with.
Here we are.
True.
There was a faction formed. That faction was Jones, Debbie, and Lex, congratulations. You
What a
three have
surprise.
moved on to the final four.
Fuck.
That means it will be Shelby versus Logan in this riot. Ladies, if you could turn off your camera and microphone, that would be fantastic.
Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
This
Here we
competition is a
are,
favorite of
Logan.
mine.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I need you both to please get your
there it
clothes
is.
hangers.
I'm wondering what this coat hanger is going to be for.
I think it's gonna be spinning on your finger.
Hey!
Yeah.
Some of you may be familiar with this competition. This is
Oh,
an
yeah.
endurance competition. You must spin the coat hanger on your finger longer than your opponent. You may stand, you may sit, it's up to you. This is a very simple competition. You are just spinning the clothes hanger on your finger for a longer period of time than your opponent.
Fair.
Alright, here we go. For a spot in the final four. 3, 2, 1, begin. If either player drops, they will be eliminated. They will become the third member of our jury, so it is high intensity. Logan's going for clothes hanger spin right in front of him. Shelby's going to the side, see what strategy ends up panning out better. Initially, spinning the clothes hanger, pretty simple. Just make sure that you're in the rhythm of it. But over time, you're going to start feeling it in your wrist. That's going to be the first thing that starts to hurt. But if you want to spot in the final four, gotta push through. Both players seem to be doing well. You may start to feel it in your forearm after a long period of time. But we're only at about a minute. This challenge, since there's no end, has been tested multiple times. Haven't seen anyone go past 7. Most players have dropped between 2 and 3 minutes. So this is very impressive so far between the two of them. Logan seems to be going a little bit crazy, but got it back under control.
Always crazy. This game has just been a nightmare.
Shelby not even looking at the clothes hanger. Both players have done excellent so far, so now we're just going to make it a tad bit more difficult. You now have 10 seconds to raise your arm above your head.
The one with the
10.
coat hanger?
With the coat hanger. 10, 9, 8, 7. They've both made the transition. Logan,
Shadows.
yep, I'm actually going off the shadow. Logan struggled a little bit during the transition, but seemed to be just fine.
I'm good.
Shelby's still not even looking at it. Wow.
See, this is lame, because, like, this is all about focus, and my ADHD means this is really not okay.
You can be looking at the plushie that's in your chair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not turning my head, but, like, I can see him in my camera.
Mm-hmm.
Both players so comfortable that casual conversation has come into play. Maybe a form of distraction.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always distracted, so, like, any way I can mess him up without messing myself up, it's like, I might as well.
This is probably so
Oh, I went
Shelby, you have earned a spot
Yeah.
in the final four. Congratulations. Logan has dropped the clothes hanger.
Ugh.
Logan, you are the third member of the jury. We'll be hearing from you shortly. Thank you for playing, but
Yeah.
you have been eradicated. I also
Hey,
don't think I
Logan.
think they've been eradicated, but everyone who's out, you've been eradicated. Logan, you're the most recently eradicated. Thank you
I
for
am
playing. You
aware.
have to turn off your camera and microphone.
Yeah.
Welcome to the final four. You are in the true end game, as now the numbers are so small, the initial format doesn't necessarily work anymore.
My
So,
forearm hurts.
yeah, that's what really burns after that much time. Now, we move on to a new portion of the game. You must create your own faction of 3. What I mean by that is, you can collude, talk to other players however you want, but no matter what they end up doing, you make your own faction. And whoever you leave out of your own faction will enter the riot. If any of the other 3 players leave you out of their faction, you will enter the riot. Does that make sense? Kind of. So
Yeah, say yeah, go.
I'll explain with people real quick. If it's me, Luke, Josh, and Yushki. Me, Luke, and Josh all faction together as a 3. So Yushki's left out. Yushki is in the riot. But say Yushki factions with Josh and Luke. Then the riot becomes me, who's left out of Yushki's, versus Yushki. To simplify it as much as I possibly can, all that's happening is you yourself are picking one of the other 3 players to put in the riot. Cool? Alright. Access is granted to 2 rooms. You have to return to the courtyard in 3 minutes. Your time
Sorry, guys,
starts
I'm really bad with this.
now.
So, hi.
Hi.
How are you guys doing? I hope at least one of you doesn't leave me out of it. Because I would like a chance at the end. I feel like I've proven myself. And Jones, as much as I was coming for you the last cycle, I do want to say that I do respect your game, and that's what I was doing.
And I respect your game too. I don't want there to be any animosity or anything at all.
There isn't. I just don't want to feel like I don't want anyone to feel like I'm going to target them, especially right now. Even though I am I feel like I'm the odd man out. I will say up front, Lex is going to be one of the people I put in my faction. I hope I can get some traction from the other 2 of you. We don't know what's going to happen if it's it's a consensus. That's something that does concern me, but
I don't know. I mean, I know you and Jones are really close, and obviously you just said you would 100% keep, and I get that. I know you've had a closer relationship with Shelby than, I feel like we've worked really well together too. I guess this is me trying to make my case, but I'm also, I don't know, I'm at the point where it's what will happen, will happen. I'm surprised I made it this far, if I'm being honest. So.
Yeah.
Jones, how do you feel?
This is really sick and twisted, and to be totally honest with you, I'm still kind of confused on how this works. So, I can't say that I'm not gonna put Lex in there. Lex is going in there for me. It's just really, I'm really torn. So, I'm really sorry to both Debbie and Shelby.
So are you trying to say that Debbie is not the person that you're going to be taking with in the end?
I think that.
I don't.
Okay.
That's my thing. I don't know. That's why I'm confused.
You have 1 minute.
Are you taking me or you're not? Go ahead, say it. No.
You have 1 minute to submit your faction. That time starts now. I will not be revealing what each person put. I will just rather reveal who's in the riot, one at a time. Starting with the earliest number. That is Lex. Lex, on the back of your card, it either says safe or riot. If it says riot, it's because 1 or more players left you out of their faction. Lex, you are in the riot. Next up is Debbie. Debbie, you are in the riot. Next up is Jones. Jones, you are in the riot. And last is Shelby. Shelby, you are safe. Shelby, you are in the final 3.
Congrats,
The
Shelby.
rest of the 3 of you will be in the riot, and we will be taking, we will be playing my personal favorite riot, and also maybe the most confusing one. So best of luck to the 3 of you. We are going to play a game called hexadecimal.
Oh, Christ. Is this math?
I'll kill you
The
if
one
math's
thing I
involved.
can't-
It's not math. It's not math. It's not
I was
math.
gonna
It's not math.
say, I'm not above murder. I'm really not.
Here's how this competition works. Before you is a hexagonal board. Each of you will be secretly given a color. Okay? The colors that will be in play are, just for your knowledge, pink, blue, and yellow. The three of you will have each color assigned to you, but that will be kept secret. Okay? Your goal is to cover as many hexagons on this board with your color. It's like Splatoon, if you're familiar. So, the way this works is all at the same time, you will message me one of these hexagon tiles. You could message me the letter J. You can message me the number 3. You can message me the letter Z. Those all associate to hexagonal tiles. Once you message me what tile you want, that tile would then be colored in your color. Okay? So for example, if Jones messages me K, that tile would then be filled up as K. Say both yellow and blue send G. G will not be filled yellow. G will not be filled blue. Instead, G will be filled by the one player that didn't fill it, which would be pink. So you may be wondering, well, how could I apply strategy to this? How could I get more tiles than someone else if we're all just making tiles at the same time? You can make fields of tiles. What that means is, if I'm pink and I want to cover up the tile N, S, and Z, I have completely surrounded the tile T. Does everyone see how tile T is completely surrounded by pink? At the moment that tile is surrounded, it itself turns pink. So you can get multiple tiles in one go if you're able to successfully fully surround it. All right, everyone has selected a tile. Pink has filled in Q. Yellow has filled in W. Blue has filled in J. Go ahead and send me your next tiles. Yellow has sent in V. Pink has sent in O. Blue has sent in 5. Send me your next tiles. Blue has filled in G. Pink has filled in P. Yellow has filled in 3. Pink has filled in T. Blue has filled in U. And yellow has also filled in U, meaning that U actually goes to pink. Sending your next tiles. Alright. Yellow has filled in S. Pink has filled in R. And blue has filled in R, which means the tile then turns yellow. Send me your next tiles. Blue has filled in 7. Pink has filled in L. Yellow has filled in 1. Pink has filled in Y. Blue has filled in 6. Yellow has filled in N. Blue has sent in 8. Pink has sent in X. Yellow has also sent in X. So that color changes to blue. Sending your next tiles. Blue has filled in M. Yellow has filled in 2. Pink has filled in 2, which means 2 is blue. Sending your next tiles. Blue has sent in C. Pink has sent in B. Yellow has sent in 4. We now have a filled area. If you can see, yellow has a line cutting off the bottom half of this board. That means all of these tiles now become yellows. Also, pink has have a line. If you can see pink's board, pink cuts through here. So all of these tiles have now become pink. With blue not able to fulfill a region of their own, this riot is over. Everyone, please open your camera and microphone. I'm so sorry, but Lex, you have been eradicated. Please turn off your camera and microphone. Welcome to the final 3.
Shit.
Lex was the last person I voted. No, I'm kidding. Whoa.
I was getting eradicated. Like, call me honest.
Honestly, same. I didn't realize I made a connection at the bottom.
Both Jones and Debbie, both of you literally had those connections waiting for like round after round. I was like sweating.
We were
You both found them.
we were
It
really
is,
fighting each other.
yeah.
And I didn't
Y'all
realize-
accidentally killed Lex.
It is 1 a.m., so let's just get through this. You must create your own faction of 2. Same thing as last round, you get to essentially pick who you put in the riot. Access is granted to just this room, and you have to return here. I don't know why it says return, but you have 3 minutes. Timer starts now.
Join us live on January 21st to watch the second ever mini play out live. Applications for our long-term game are now open. Join the Discord server below to get all the Eradication updates.